unit. So we calculated volume first, which is what a lot of kids do pretty well on. Surface area gets a little bit more technical. Surface area is like covering an object. It's not filling it, it's covering the outside, like wrapping a present. You are covering the surface of the box or package that it happens to be in. So your learning target, you can calculate surface area of prisms today, not cylinders. Cylinders will be after break. So in 6th grade, you learned how to do it. In 5th grade, you learned how to do it as well. What we did in those grades is you did, okay, the area of the front, you did the area of the back, top, side, oh, I forgot bottom. Bottom, side, side. Do you remember doing that? And then adding them all up. 7th grade, you actually use a formula to calculate it. And I'll derive it for you here in a minute. But this is the formula you will receive to use as a resource. So surface area equals pH plus 2 big B. What do these variables mean? Any ideas on what P means?
Perimeter?
Heck yes! Perimeter of the base. P is perimeter of the base. Perimeter of the base. What's H mean? What do you think? Height of what? Not the base. Prism. It's what connects it. It's the height of the prism. Height of prism. And we've defined big B before. What is the definition of big B?
Base.
Area of the base. So let me restate this formula. The surface area of a prism is equal to P, the perimeter of the base, times the height of the prism plus 2 big B's. Now let me try to draw this out for you, and then we'll actually reference it. Okay? So So it's pH plus 2 big B. Now let me show you what the pH, where that comes from. If you think about pH, P is the perimeter of the base. There, 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 there. Do you see that? Do you agree that that's the perimeter of the base? Mm-hmm. Now what happens when I times the perimeter of the base times the height? Well, I get this, right? That'll give me that outside, that front. I get this, right? 4 times 10. I get that back then, and I get that other side. So what pH is really doing is it's finding the surface area of everything aside from the base of the prism. Okay, let me restate that, and I want all eyes up here. I see a lot of zoning out. So, one more time, where this formula, the pH, what that covers, the perimeter of the base gives me that bottom. If I times the perimeter by the height, it gives me that front area, the back area, the side area, and the other side area. That's why I times the perimeter by the height, because it's giving me each one of those front, back, and side areas. And the 2 big B is my 2 bases that I forgot about. So I need this base on the bottom, the area, and this base on the top, the area, and that's where it comes from. Yeah, then you add them. Okay, so let's find the surface area of this prism. pH plus 2 big B. So I want to find the perimeter. What's the perimeter of my base? 5 and 4 is 9, and another 9. Right? So my perimeter is going to be 18. Yeah, because you got to go 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 4 and 4 is another 8. Now, H is my height of my prism. What's the height of the prism? 10. Big B, what's my big B? Area of my base. What's my area of the base? 5 times 4, which is 20. Notice my strategy, I identified all of the little parts of the formula, now I put it all together. So I'm going to go 18 times 10 plus 2 big B, which is 20. 180 plus 40, order of ops, which is 220. Okay, sweet. Now it gets more difficult with triangles, darn it. Again, isolate each part. I say, what's the perimeter of my base? What's my height of my prism? What's the big B? And then I pull it all together into the formula I get. Now, you can always use the strategy that you learned in 6th and 5th and 4th grade, where you find top, bottom, side, front, back. It's just, this is faster once you get the hang of it, okay? No. They just won't remind you that. The MCAs is going to give you this formula. And so they'll say, what's the surface area of this prism? Okay, so perimeter of the base, 9 plus 12 plus 15. What is that? Uh-oh. 27 plus 9, 36. Height of my prism, 5. Big B, area of my base. I multiply whatever creates the right angle. So it's going to be 9 times 12 divided by 2. Okay, which is? 54. No, I want to use my formula. I'm going to use my process that I used here, but you could. I'm saying no right now. Because I don't want you, if you did that, then you can't use this. Okay, so I'm going back to the formula that I was given. So 9 times 12 divided by 2 is 54. Plug it all in. pH, 36 times 5 plus 2 big B. I don't know what 36 times 5 is. 180. 2 and 54 is 108. So 380, just kidding, 288 is the surface area of my triangular prism.